Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Cheryl and I run a small handmade business out of my she shed. I've changed up my videos quite a bit with different things, and I'm finding that my passion is to do basically a week in the life of a small handmade business. So if you like those types of videos, that's what I'm going to focus on for just to see how it goes. But it just makes me feel better to bring you guys along on my day-to-day life of crafting and trying to run a small handmade business. So my first order of business, I want to go to a place called the Goodie Barn. It is a place that buys like leftover yard sale items or estate sales, and it is jam-packed full. It's a little bit hard to video in because you really have to watch where you're walking, but I'm going to try my best. I'm on the hunt for old quilts. I've had this, I don't know, need that to make some purses out of old quilts that need a second life. I'm hoping this place has some, because I know I can pick them up for like $10 to $20, and that would be a lot of yardage to use. I need to go to some thrift stores, but I don't have any close to me. The Goodie Barn that I'm going to is about 5 minutes from where I live. So I love going there. I mean, you can name something and I could probably find it there. There's so much at this place, and I try to go. I probably only get there once every 2 months. Their parking is stupid. You can only fit 2 cars there, and then you have to park along a major highway if you are desperate enough to do that. I have done it before just because I really, really wanted to go in there. But today I'm hoping I get a parking spot. So stay tuned, and that will be next. This is the Goodie Barn. I hope you can hear me. There's everything here. I'm on the hunt for a quilt, an old quilt. I'm not finding what I want, but this is only half of the selection. I mean, this place has anything you would ever want. And it's all used or what they've bought from estate sales. Christmas tree? Ooh. Baskets. I didn't film the section that had all the furniture because it was like a maze trying to get around in it. Office chairs galore. Look at that. Remember how I said I needed to get some books? There we go. This is the next section. Records. Look at this cool fridge. When my daughter moved into her apartment, we came here and got all of her dishes, like plates, bowls, forks, knives, pots and pans, and I think we paid like $10. And this is a place that you need to come to like once a week because they get more shipments every week. And some of this stuff is brand new. I don't even know what those are. Brand new. $5. Need some 8-track tapes. Anybody remember what those are? I'm almost home. The Goodie Barn was a bust. I did find like a quilted pillow sham, but I didn't really care for it. It had some stains on it. Look how beautiful the trees are. There's the shed. So I'm just gonna go into the shed and see what we can accomplish. Okay, the Goodie Barn's done. And today is Saturday, and I don't normally vlog or blog, whatever you call it, on the weekends, but my husband's going to be doing farming stuff, and I'm going to do something. I need to reset my studio. My mom came over last week. She's making a t-shirt quilt, and she wanted to use my heat press, so we put backing on 40 t-shirts, and it's a little messy in here, and we're gonna work on that. And then I watched a video on coin purses, I think is what you call them, little coin wallets, and I want to try to make one. Let me show you the ones that I have made before. Okay, I made these keychain wallets before, and I sold quite a few at my last craft fair, but I want to make them a little bigger and with a zipper in them. And I watched a little video only because I wanted the size that they were using. And I think I'm going to try to make one today because I have that itch to make one now. Also, this thing, if you're wondering, this is a coffee mug holder. I had it in my house, but it's kind of gets in my way. So I did something different with my coffee cups. And I thought, you know what, I could use this out in my shed to put the little keychain wallets on. So that's what I'm doing with that. Just an idea if you need one. This is the current state of my shed. It's not too awful bad. Ironing board my mom used, and then my son came over this morning because he needed his pants ironed. My mom borrowed my extra sewing machine, so I've got to put it away. I still have this bag from my craft fair. And this is Jerry's dog bed. It's just an old suitcase. If I can find the picture of the one I made for my last dog, her name was Minnie, I will post it. But I fixed it up. I put feet on it and just dolled it up. And I'm going to do that for Jerry because I want to try to get him up off the ground so it won't be as cold for him. But he loves his suitcase. Okay, I wish I could really do that fast, but I got everything put away that I wanted to. I still have a little corner over here that needs some real attention, but I've done enough. My back's been hurting a lot lately, and I did enough just now, even though it only took, 30 seconds? But anyways, I think I'm going to do a little crocheting right now. if I can find it, and watch a little TV, and then I'm gonna make that little zipper coin purse to see how it turns out. That seems to be kind of a hot item right now, so I want to try that today. Tomorrow is grocery shopping day. Always so lovely. Me and my husband goes. He's the better grocery shopper. I push the cart and he goes all over the store and brings me back armloads. I don't know why I push the cart. And he'll come back to the cart and I'm already in like halfway through the store and I have 2 items in it. I just don't have, I used to do all the grocery shopping, all the planning. I would make menus. I mean, we had 6 people all together at home. I would make a menu of every day of what we're having to eat. And as soon as all the kids moved out, it's like, I don't have to cook anymore. And it's really hard to get into this grocery shopping thing. We usually do a big grocery shop once a month. And then sometimes in between, we have to do a Walmart delivery. So I did a Walmart delivery last week because it's actually been a month and a half since we went grocery shopping. So I did a Walmart delivery and that gets us by until we know we're going for the long haul. But for now, I'm going to crochet and then I'll be back whenever I'm tired of sitting. I think I'm going to put a heating pad on my back. I know people say ice, but the ice does absolutely nothing for me, where the heating pad just makes it feel better. I do switch off and on with it. I'm not a real big pill person. I don't really, sometimes I'll take Tylenol or ibuprofen, but I can work this out without having to go to the chiropractor because I've done this before. So, and I have wasps in my shed. I need a fly swatter. Okay, anyways, back on track. I'll see you in a few. I do have a question for you guys. I got my new colors and I've been making these. These are what I call soap scrubs. You put a bar of soap or pieces of soap in here, and then you cinch this and you use it as a washer for your body. I don't know how else to describe it. Anyways, I don't get much traction on Etsy with them. I had them on Amazon for a while and I didn't get any traction with that either. But I do see a lot of people advertising these as pouches. Like you could put crystals in it or dice or whatever. Well, I'm thinking of maybe trying to market these as pouches this time. I'm going to put them on Fair as soap scrubs because I do get a good amount of order on these. But I think on Etsy I might try them as pouches, like crystal pouches or dice pouches or whatever. Also, the other day when my mom came over, she whipped up some more fingerless gloves. I haven't advertised these yet, and I thought I was missing the first pair, and I just realized I had them in here with the can cozies. So anyways, I just got an order from Etsy, so I gotta find, I really hope I have the yarn, which it's this one. I think there's enough there. I hope there's enough there. I thought I had one made, but I'm pretty sure, oh good, look at all that. Okay, I'm good. I've got a bunch. But I'm pretty sure I sold it at my last craft fair. So right now I've got that urge to make that little coin purse, so that's what we're gonna do. These are the 2 colors. This is the inside, the red and white. And these are fat quarters. And here's the other one. I thought I'd make a Christmas one. This is a fat quarter. Gosh, I don't know how long. I probably had this for a couple of years. And never made, oopsie. And never made anything out of it. When I'm making small stuff like this, I don't normally set my iron up. I just use this wool mat. I know I want to give you a warning when you're using a wool mat on your cutting mat. You need to be very, very careful because up here I wasn't very careful and I melted it. And if you have one of these mats, especially this big one, you know how expensive they are. They are out of this world expensive. So luckily I don't really use that top portion, so I was able to flip it around. But I am very, very careful now. I think what I did was I was steam ironing something, and I don't do that anymore because it just goes right through this wool mat. But I love having just a wool mat like that because it stores away really, really nicely. So for now, I'm just going to iron this and then cut it out. I got to find a zipper. All my zippers are way too long, but that's fine. I like buying my zippers bigger because then you can always cut them to the size you want. Okay, for this little zipper coin wallet thing, I'm going to leave a link to my video on how I made my zipper wristlet wallets because I'm doing it the exact same way, just different sizes. So I've cut this fabric 6 inches wide by 4.5 tall. And I'm trying what do you call these? Zipper tab. I know I've done it wrong. I need to watch a video on how to do these correctly, but I wanted to try this out for now. And then I have this part for the tab, and then this hardware. But I'll leave a link to my zipper wallet that I make because this is the exact same way I'm making this. Although on this one, I do think I'm going to do an X. Maybe do a little quilting on it. I don't have a quilt guide, so it's all going to be by eye. So I'm going to try this out. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to open my zipper and now I can't turn it. That is a rookie mistake. I've somehow got to fix this. Okay, I got it fixed. I just want to tell you that if you do happen to make that mistake, I just opened up the bottom here of your good side. Oh, look, I forgot to quilt right there. Alrighty then, this is going to be mine. But anyways, you just open it up and unzip it and then resew this. It's finished. It turned out not as bad as I thought it would. I did the pull tab wrong, I know. That's not what it's supposed to look like. I think what I did was you're supposed to move it over, and in my mind, I didn't want to do that because I want to have the most opening that you can. And if you move it over, you're going to lose about this much opening. So I think the pull tab is out. And you make these exactly how I do my wristlet wallets. Even this. But you can cut this shorter. I think on the next one I might make it not as long. But I really do like this one. Even though I forgot to quilt right here. You think anybody would know? I will know. So here's a cute little wallet. I'm going to hang it up here with my other ones. Oops, I'm sorry. I can't film and do things. But there, I'm really pleased with that. I will say when I cut my interfacing, my fusible fleece, I got a little, I should have cut it a little shorter because it did give me some bulkiness here, which I forgot to sew that. No wonder. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one is for sure mine or a freebie. Somebody can have this for free because that's terrible. I know I'm criticizing my work and no one who bought it would probably ever see any of the mistakes that were made, but I would always know. Does anybody else do that? My husband gets so frustrated because I'll be crocheting and I'll see like a pulled thread or something. I'll rip it all out. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "I can't do this." He goes, "I would never have seen that." I go, "But what if someone who crochets sees it, that buys it and sees it?" And they're like, "Man, she's terrible." Anyways, me and hubby are going on a date. We're going to go out somewhere and eat. So I'm going to go in the house and get ready. And I'll see you all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday. Went out last night and had some supper. And this morning I thought I had a couple of orders yesterday, so I had to get one of these made. And I'm having an issue with Jerry. He doesn't want to leave my side. And it is cold out today. I don't know if it'll focus on how cold it looks. And it's windy, and I'm going to have to turn my heat up in the shed. One of my tasks that I want to get done today is, this is my most favorite around the house sweater ever, but it's all come unraveled. So I'm just going to use some yarn and try to, this is just for me to wear around the house. I just love this sweater. I probably had this sweater 15 years, maybe longer, and I need to fix it. So I'm going to give it a try. Okay, so it's not the prettiest, but at least my elbow won't be cold anymore, and it'll work until I can find my next new favorite around the house sweater. Okay, I got my second order done. I'm going to be packing these up in a little bit. Also, I have a question for you crocheters. I make this color a lot. I have so much scrap left over. It's not enough to make another purse unless I tie on, and because it's variegated, I don't like to do that because the colors seem to get screwed up. It's not enough to make a soap scrub. It's just not enough. So I do make the knit hats out of them, but I'm kind of tired of doing that part. So I decided to do an Afghan with just the scraps. Now this stitch, I don't even know what it's called. It's simply a single crochet and 2 doubles. I don't know what this stitch is called. I don't even know where I've seen it. But I've made this pretty large because I like to have a blanket out here. It is so cold today. I think it's like 40 degrees and the wind's blowing, so that's making it colder. And I have some gaps in this stupid door, and I've been trying to seal it up, and I think if I can, without having to get up, but right there, there's a gap, and you can't even tell I put something there. But it seems to have worked really, really well. It's right below the white board at the top. I put some kind of sticky stuff up there. It's a white, I don't even know what it's called, but it has filled up that gap, and I put it, you can see it better right there. I put it up on there too, and I'm not feeling as breezy, but behind me somewhere I can feel some wind coming in, and I've got to find that. But for now, I'm trying to make a purse when I get my purses done for this yarn, and then just go right ahead and put it on here. So I have got, see this thing right here? Oops, I just lost another one of my things. Filled with yarn. That over there, filled with yarn. I've also got 2 places in my house filled with yarn. Okay, it's Sunday night, and I need to get a couple of things done before I go into the house for the night. And my husband's cooking supper, so which it'll probably take him an hour. He's a very good cook. He just takes forever. Anyways, so I'm going to get these done before I call it a night. And stay tuned. This one is going to Massachusetts. This one came in early this morning. I think it was like a little after midnight because I actually heard my phone go off. And of course it woke me up and then I had to look. But that's a happy thing. I don't mind being woke up by cha-ching. My boxes are just a little bit too small. And so the next time I order, I'm going to get them just a little bit longer. Width-wise, they're perfect, but otherwise they're too small. This one is going to Hawaii. Isn't that awesome? I don't think I've ever shipped anything to Hawaii before, but I'm pretty excited. And these both are Etsy sales. It's so weird that it seems like when my Amazon goes dark, then Etsy seems to pick up. And when my Etsy goes dark, Amazon seems to pick up. Whichever way, I'll take the sales whichever way they come. So this is one item I like to do before I call it a night is I like to have my stuff packed up so that I don't have to do it in the morning. Plus the fact there have been some occasions like the one person going to Massachusetts, I actually had it listed and it wasn't actually made. I like to have all my items made up and ready to go. And I do remember when I was having at my craft fair, I was trying to get online after I sold something to take it down. And I remember this one I forgot to. So anyways, these are ready to go. I just got to grab them in the morning and we're all set. My other order of business on Sunday evenings before I call it a night, I like to make my list for the next week of what I need to get done. This was last week's list, so I'm just moving it to this week, and then I'm going to make a whole new list so that I can get some things done. I do know I think my mom's got a doctor's appointment on Thursday. So I'm not going to write that on my list. I'm going to actually put it on my calendar. I don't know what time. She's told me 3-ish. So I'll just put 3-ish on the calendar. She says, "Oh, don't worry, they'll call me the day before." And I'm like, "Oh my God." Okay, so I got the planning stuff from my dad. Anyways, so this week I do need to pay bills. I have 2 separate bills. I do the farm bills and the household bills. So I've got to do, usually my household bills, I pay the whole month. I usually sit down on the 1st and do the whole month, but I'm a tad bit behind on that. The other day when I had pay bills on my list, I only paid the one that was due that day because I didn't sit down properly and do them. I want to make some zipper wallets, the small ones. Just, let's make 2. I need to make some of the bigger, I call them the wristlet zipper wallets. because I'm out of quite a bit. And if you watch any of my other videos, I did cut up a whole batch of them, and they were 2 of each color. And so I'm only going to make the colors that I sold out of. Me and my husband were supposed to go grocery shopping today, and it's cold and windy, and he had a lot to do out on the farm, and he had some running to do, so we postponed it. And we usually go do our great big monthly shopping, and so now it's going to be a Walmart delivery. I think we'll work on that tonight when I go in the house and can sit down and talk to him. And what else can we work on? I got that on my list. I still want to make a crossbody small purse. I don't know if I want to make a zippered one. I don't have my purse in here, but someone bought me a purse one year for Christmas. Love it. Use it all the time when I go out. It's my go out to purse. I did use my zippered wallet with the key fob, but my key fob had the elastic in it, and I don't like those. I've decided, so I need to make myself a new one of those because I use it all the time too, especially going out. Anyways, the crossbody one is the perfect size. It fits my phone. I have a small wallet, which it would fit one of these zipper wallets. You know, I wonder if I made like a little tab on the inside so you could clip all these on, your keys and your zippered wallets. Idea. I might have to try that. And I do want to do a video on a small crossbody bag. I wanted to put a zipper in it, but I'm thinking a tab over is better. When I carry a purse, I don't like zipper purses, except for the wallet ones. I don't know what to call these. The zipper, these are the bigger ones. I do like these with the zipper because you're going to carry it like that and you don't want stuff falling out. But for like a regular crossbody purse, I think I kind of like having a tab over. So I might just do a tab over with a magnetic closure. Okay, well, I've basically got 4 things on my to-do list. I need to hang up a rail in my house. We took down, when you go up our steps in the house, there's a rail there, to hold on to so you don't fall. And we took it down probably 2 years ago because we had to get a very big refrigerator out of there. And the railing took up about this much space and we couldn't fit it. So we took it down, and my husband keeps telling me how he's going to put it up, but he never does. Well, my friend at work has a drill, battery drill, which I just ordered myself one because I'm feeling the need to have one now because I could do a lot. And I'm going to hang that up by myself tomorrow and see if my husband notices, because he's been telling me for 2 years he'll hang it up. So I'm doing it. Okay, I've got 5 things on my list. I feel like that's plenty, unless I think of anything more. And if I don't get them done, I will transfer them to next week. Although I do need to get the little crocheted crossbody ones done because I need to get an order shipped into Amazon. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I do appreciate every one of you. Let me know if you like the change up in my video. I feel like a week in my life maybe gives you a little more understanding of what goes on. I try to do a little bit of behind the scenes. I'm not very good at it. I'm working on making better videos, so please bear with me. Like I said, I do appreciate everybody. If you've made it to the end, you're awesome. I appreciate all my subscribers. The ones who leave me messages is the best. Until next week, friends. Goodbye.